This next song I'd like to do for you. About 2 years ago, I first heard this song, and I started to learn this song, started to prepare this song. I was scheduled to sing this song on a Sunday morning. And it was a nice song, but the words didn't really grab me like some songs do. You know, sometimes you hear a song and it really strikes home, really means something. Start out, the words were, darkness around me, sorrow surrounds me, though there are trials, still I can sing. And I didn't really have any darkness around me, and there were no particular sorrows, and I didn't have any more trials than anybody else had. And this was, like I say, I was going to sing this on Sunday, and I'd learned this song. And that Friday, telephone rang. And there's sometimes you'd rather not answer the telephone, you know. And it happened to be a voice on the other end that I recognized. It was a doctor. And he says, "You've got cancer." All of a sudden, that song took on a different meaning. Mary was there. I think a couple of our kids were there. What did the doctor say? Well, we had to say what the doctor said. And there was a little bit of darkness. And some of you have been there. You know what I'm talking about. Some of you have had it yourself. Some of you have had family members. And trials touch every one of us. Well, Sunday came and I sang because the song says, though there are trials, still I can sing. And I could sing. Well, a lot happened that year, and just an awful lot of people were praying. And we went through some trials, you know, just like the song said. And I had the surgery, and I popped back from the surgery real good, and I was all set to come home from the hospital. And all of a sudden, I started developing some of the worst pains that I'd ever had in my life. When I went in that hospital, I was perfectly healthy. They just said I had cancer. I felt great. They like to kill me. And you know what I'm talking about. And you know, every day seemed to be getting a little worse, and I was getting weaker, and my blood count was going down, and things were not good. And I reached the point where I thought that I'm not going to make it. This is it. And I think Mary thought the same thing. Well, one night, I don't know what time it was, maybe 6 o'clock, I don't know. A lady doctor come into my room. I'd never seen her before in my life. She introduced herself. She said, I was just walking down the hall, and there were a battery of doctors who were discussing your case, and they asked me to come in and talk to them. And they explained your situation, and they thought maybe I should come and talk to you. Maybe I could help you. So I'm here. So she told me, she said, I think we need to put a filter in one of your arteries. They call it an umbrella that will intercept the blood clots that could go to your heart or your brain and that are going to your lungs right now. And she said, I think we ought to do it right away. She said, you wouldn't have to do it tonight. You could wait till morning, but you might not live till morning. Well, being the clever person I am, I thought, let's do it right now. And within a half an hour, I was in surgery. And from that moment on, I started to get better. But, you know, I say this because I believe that it was God's hand that God put that person at the right place at the right time because a lot of people were praying. And I've had an opportunity since then to go to a lot of these churches that the people were praying for me and sing this song. And I'd like to share it tonight. It's entitled, I Am Determined. I don't say this to give you my life story, but I say it because it might be a source of encouragement, because many people have trials. And we all know we're not going to live forever, thank goodness. But God's in control. And that's the message I would like for you to get. And while we're here, let's do something for Him. And I'm determined to live for the King while I'm here. Darkness surrounds me, sorrows around me, and though there are trials, still I can sing. For I have this treasure, my God, He reigns within me, and I am determined to live for the King. I am determined to be invincible till He has finished His purpose in me. And nothing can shake me, for He'll never forsake me. Oh, I am determined to live for the King. Hell's gates are trembling from saints' prayers ascending. Darkness is crumbling from praises we sing. Our sovereign victorious, He is marching before us, and we are determined to live for the King. I am determined to be invincible till He has finished His purpose in me. And nothing shall shake me, for He'll never forsake me. Oh, I am determined to live for the King. When I am weary, I look to His face. When I am tempted, I'll trust in His grace. Trust in His grace. I am determined to be invincible till He has finished His purpose in me. And nothing shall shake me, for He'll never forsake me.